My name is Maria Papadimitriou and I'm the manager of the Curriculum Development Department. I've been part of sessions development from the very beginning. I'm one of the co-authors and I've overseen the process of the development of the curriculum.
I'm Danielle Sutherland and I'm the Curriculum Coordinator, Local Implementation. So basically what that means is any sessions that we do in-house or externally, I'm the main facilitator and I help create the partnership agreements with the partnership agencies. So Sessions is a drug education curriculum, and typically how it runs is once a week over 10 weeks. We have one exclusionary criteria, and that's if youth are currently trying to abstain from using drugs, because we find if you're chatting about drugs for 3 hours and you're trying not to use drugs, that can make you want to use drugs. So that's our only time when we would say that sessions wouldn't be a good place with youth, but again, that's on a case-by-case basis and we'll chat with the youth before that. So typical sessions workshop would look like you would come in and we'd do a check-in just to see where everybody's at, make sure that whatever is going on for them, that they're able to bring their whole selves to sessions, and then we go into whatever activities we have for the day.
We had a lot of really fun activities. We had some individual aspects, some group aspects, and I thought all of it just kind of meshed really well.
I thought it was very multimedia because we got different aspects. We got videos, we got people's sharing stuff.
Even though 3 hours can seem like a long time, we're not having the facilitator stand at the front of the room and talk to you for 3 hours. Typically what's happening is we're doing different things, and majority of the time it's actually everybody talking to each other.
I was excited to go into a place where they didn't bash drugs, because it was the first time for me to see people like adults who were so open and accepting about drug use, and they just wanted you to be safe doing it.
I'm really someone who prides themselves on knowing a lot of things about drug use and sexual health, and when I didn't know something, I'm like, wow, okay. And Danielle was right there, she's like, now you've learned something. That's a really cool thing.
Very rarely would the facilitator be standing up at the room giving you information. As facilitators, we're not the experts. You as youth are. You know more about drugs than I ever will. So all of the information and all of the content that we get in sessions comes from everything in the room that youth bring.
It just engages you with different people, and you get to connect to their experiences with drugs, and you kind of get to know from their knowledge what their perspective is on certain things.
It's you get to be surrounded with people who are in the same situation as you, and you get to hear their experiences and you get to share yours, and you can kind of base your knowledge off of everything that you learn.
We all come from different walks of life, and I think that's the major quality of sessions.
Partnership is really important in the delivery of sessions, because sessions is really about building relationship with youth. Our focus in our curriculum model is relationship and resilience. Our partner staff, our partner agency staff are the experts working with those youth, and we're the experts in sessions. And we bring our expertise together to deliver the most effective programming for the specific needs of each group of youth.
My name is Karen. I'm the community support worker here at Turning Point Youth Services. What I like about sessions is because of the population we work with, there's a lot of substance use impacting the clients, and having sessions come in, the way it's designed and the approach of it, the guys here, they're comfortable in disclosing their history. The fact that the guys are talking about sessions outside of Turning Point tells me that they're engaged, they're hearing, and they're paying attention, you know what I mean? And you can't really ask for more than that based on the type of population that we're working with. Just that alone in and of itself to me is success. So
when we leave at the end of the 10 weeks, those partner agency staff have been in the room the whole time building relationship with sessions youth, and that relationship can endure and last and continue after the program.
I think just encouraging that relationship building and seeing me in a different environment allowed them to open up and warm up more to me and see me as a different staff as opposed to before they did sessions, if that makes sense.
Some of the findings that are really exciting that we found is a significant increase in knowledge, skills, and intention to change behavior amongst youth who participated in sessions, and that's really exciting. So they're developing more self-awareness and recognizing that although they thought they were using drugs to socialize, to hang out with friends, and to help them sleep, Afterwards, those same youth are reporting higher instances of using drugs to calm anxiety, to cope with pain, emotional or physical pain. Their actual drug use hasn't changed in that time, but their recognition of the reason why they're using drugs has changed, which is really important because it means that they're understanding their own motivations better. What we expect from partners in return is pretty minimal. It's space to run the workshops, it's staff time to co-facilitate, support facilitate the workshops, to work with our facilitators to adapt the program to meet the needs of the youth, and just generally staff time for meetings and consultations to support the program. We also ask our partner agencies to supply a meal for each workshop because we think it's really important in terms of relationship building for the folks in the workshop to sit down and have a meal together during every workshop.
Well, because a lot of us, especially a lot of us accessing youth services do come from food insecure households where even just someone signing you up for a random program and saying there's free food and TTC fare for you, they'll show up and then they'll learn something as well.
So sessions isn't treatment. It's not drug treatment. It's not a support group. It's not a place where someone's going to talk at you about drugs. We're not going to use fear tactics to try and stop you from using drugs.
Sessions didn't do what the media will do and seem to demonize substance use. It's something that does happen and can be negative, but can also work for people.
I actually learned a thing or two, a thing that I actually maybe even saved my own life or somebody else's life.
I recommend sessions to